Alright, I figured I'd make a quick update on this because, as you can see, she looks quite a bit different than the last time you've seen it. Because quite a bit happened since the last time. Well, not quite a bit. One thing happened last time, and I absolutely smoked a deer, took out the entire front end. The only thing that survived on the front end were the headlights, which the adjusters are actually broken, but they're fine. The headlights, the power steering cooler, and the actual core support itself. Everything else was gone. It took everything out. So I had to basically rebuild it all. So I got some parts from Facebook Marketplace for the core support, like the A-frame behind the grill, the condenser, the what was that, Pontiac? I don't know. Anyway, sweet car. I don't know. Anyways, oh yeah, condenser, transmission cooler, and the radiator. I put a brand new radiator in it. I didn't do a used one on that. Then I had to buy new park lights because they exploded as well. So I only had these headlights in for a week, and then I had to buy new park lights because they exploded. And then this bumper may look familiar because this is off the 04 Silverado, and to make an 04 Silverado bumper fit, the stock frame horn mounts were all bent to hell. I probably could have straightened them out and found another stock bumper, but it was actually way cheaper just to buy these brackets for like a cat eye, cut the old ones off, bolt those ones on. Yeah, and then I had this bumper laying around. Here, might as well use it. I need a bow tie yet. I'll get one of those on order. That's not a real big deal. Probably just get a black one. Then yeah, I know I painted that grill all nice black. I like them shattered into a million pieces, so I'm now back to gray. But at least it's a little darker than it's not faded out. I'll probably still end up painting it. And you can see I got some different wheels and tires. I had to go with the good old saw blades. These are 15-inch wheels. In order to fit 15s on a 99-04, you got to run a spacer. Well, I already had spacers laying around. It's perfect. I already had these wheels laying around. Perfect. I've had these wheels for like 3 years. I think 3 years. 3 years, I'm going to say. I actually bought them for the 04 Silverado, but I never could justify buying another new set of tires, so I never did. But this needed tires. I've been wanting to use these wheels, so perfect excuse to buy some new wheels or new tires for the wheels I already bought a long time ago. They're a 15x10 American Racing wheel. These ones got blue. Yes, there's blue. And you may notice that they are not installed correctly. I believe the rears are correct. The fronts I gotta flip around because the way you can see the little triangles. I think the triangles are supposed to. I don't know. That one's backwards. That one's correct. Same thing on the other side, so I just need to flip the fronts. I just haven't done it yet. Not a big deal. This really is a parts bin special pickup. I had these taillights laying. These were in pops. So I figured, why not? They look pretty good in there, and I think they do. The license plate cover, that's from the Tahoe. Had it on Love. Had it on Love. Look, now it's on here. I got the toolbox wired up, so the lights on that actually work. And these are all LED. By being the toolbox is plugged in, I don't have hyper flash because this toolbox takes a lot of fucking load. I remember on my 94, you'd hit the blinker and the volt gauge would just Now it doesn't do it on this, but I think its main reason is because I have all the tail lights LED, the front is LED, so it kind of equals out to what it would be. Because yeah, I don't have hyper flash. Now I'm going to convert the toolbox to LED, and then I may need to put my relay in. But yeah, I do need to get center caps and some lug nuts, obviously. And I did have to do a good old classic, what they call a NorCal mod, where basically you just cut the whole bottom of the fender off, make them fit. Even cut the bottom of the flare a little bit. It still rubs a little bit. If I didn't have flares, I could make it so it didn't rub no more. But if I'd have to cut like the flare like that if I wanted, and if I wanted to not rub with the flares, and I think that would look really bad. So this is a good compromise. I can get around most places okay. I get like one turn of the wheel and then I kind of start watching. It kind of varies obviously. And then obviously cut the front liner to match the coolant overflow. I took that out right away. It may not have rubbed on it, but that's one thing I had to do on pops, was pull that out. So I just pulled that out right away. And then you can see on the back I cut back there too off the liner. Did that both sides, did it same way. And they, like I said, and these are only a 31-10-5, but they look much larger because I think I have the exact stock right. I didn't touch the keys or nothing. It's got a slight bit of rake to it. It makes the tires look bigger than they actually are. Kind of fools my brain anyway. The only thing is they're not that wide. They're only a 10-5. If they're a 12-5, if they made a 31-12-5, which they don't unless you get like a bogger or something. But as far as a regular tire goes, they don't make a 12-5, 31-12-5. Otherwise, I would have totally done a 31-12-5. Because width's not the issue, it's height. I would have loved to do a 33-12-5, but there's no fucking way I was going to clear those. These wheels had 33-12-5s on them, and I test fit them on pops originally, and that had like a 3-inch lift. It was like a dirty 3-inch lift, and it still smacked the fender back here hard. So there was absolutely no way. So I figured, well, this is like 3 inches lower, so I go a 2-inch smaller tire. It'll only rub a little, and yeah, I was kind of right. I'm also, you may notice I'm missing my DRL sockets. They're gone. They got exploded. The turn signal park light sockets lived. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to just make this one big turn signal park light, get rid of the DRLs. I never really liked them anyway. I think that will look pretty good. Full amber. Thought about switchbacks, but kind of over. I'm kind of turning. I kind of like the ambers. Depends, but I gotta go. Bye.